Welcome back, my kings. Thank you so much for the support. Today, we're going to be discussing once again what it appears to be what white men are exposing about black women when it comes to expectations for black men versus white men when it comes to dating and marriage. We're going to deep dive in one moment. So if you guys aren't familiar, we're going to be discussing Rachel Lindsay. She was actually a contestant on The Bachelorette. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the premise, but basically you have one female in and they start off with a room about 25, 30 guys, and they all compete and trying to win her heart. And of course, The Bachelorette does have a huge saying of the type of men that she would like to have for her choosing. And of course, there aren't many black women bachelorettes, so you would hope and think that, okay, well, since there's not many black female bachelorette contestants, that more than likely we will hope that they'll pick a brother. But as we know, time and time again, and as in this instance, she ended up picking a white guy. We're going to actually just go ahead and just skip all through the formalities. Yeah, they end up picking and supposed to be happily ever after, right? Well, 4 years later, he's actually wanting a divorce. And let's take a deep dive of actually what has been transpiring throughout the divorce proceedings, because my boy said, hey, I need some bread. Let's deep dive into it.
Rachel Lindsay isn't convinced she's getting the truth. After her estranged husband, Brian Abasolo, cited his annual salary as $16,000 in his request for spousal support, court documents obtained by People June 28th reportedly show the Bachelor Nation alum is accusing him of misrepresenting his income.
Yeah, 16,000. What he doing? I guess he got a part-time job somewhere. Let's keep it moving.
According to Rachel's June 26th court filing, quote, Brian claims to earn so little income that if he worked a 40-hour week and was paid a minimum wage in Los Angeles County, he would more than double his reported earnings.
My nigga.
In addition, the 39-year-old argues that she should not have to pay the proposed $75,000 for Brian's legal fees.
Well, we know what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Men, we have been screaming to the heaven tops that divorce proceedings is very unfair. Have to pay spousal support, and I got to pay for you to want to divorce me. Yeah, we've been talking about this for years. And now that it's becoming more and more commonplace now for women to get this same treatment. This probably is the very thing that's probably going to take for these laws to finally change when women get affected. But let's continue.
For their ongoing divorce battle, as he is not actually, quote, in need of those funds.
Again, men been saying the same thing. If we're not together, you're choosing whatever lifestyle that we had together, you're choosing not to have that lifestyle anymore. But I got to still continue to provide you that lifestyle even though we're not together. Yeah, make that make sense.
Stating in the docs per People, his requests for spousal support and $75,000 in professional fees are not supported by competent evidence and far exceed the actual marital lifestyle and his need.
Bitch better have my money.
Old buddy said, I need my money. Old buddy is asking for 13 of them things. 13 G's a month. Boy. But they like to talk about us. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I guess when they said it's cheaper to keep her, hell, I guess it's cheaper to keep him too. You really are a funny guy. But let's keep it moving.
She continues, since we separated, I have paid 100% of the mortgage, property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance and repairs, utilities.
Let me stop it right here. 100%.
You like that? You like that?
And we get so much flack that we can't take them to the Cheesecake Factory. It was one dumbass chick that went viral a couple of months ago that a guy sent her $30 for lunch, and she looking like, what's $30? Talking about she spends at least $100 on lunch.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
I'm like, really? You telling me you spend $500 a week on lunch? Girl, get the hell out of here. And then to add insult to injury, this not even the dude that she's with. He was just trying to be nice, and she was like poo-pooing the fact that he spent $30. He shouldn't have sent that bitch 30 cents, let alone $30. And you see this, paying 100%, 100 of the mortgage, property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance, repairs, utilities. But you want to sit up here and tell us that you don't want to go 50-50 with us. But once again, get yourself a white man, they make you go all 100%.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
I swear, we just can't make this up. I'm gonna leave a video in the description. The same thing that happened with, if you're not familiar with the Queens of Kings, her husband, the same thing. She was paying 100% of everything. It appears to me that the white man's like, hey, name the table when they come to us. When you better bring that table, and your ass better have some shit on that table, or you dismiss.
Repairs, utilities, and costs to care for our pets on Brian's behalf while he refuses to vacate my home.
Gotcha, bitch.
What? He paying 100% of everything, and she ain't even living in the house. Bruh, this dude is gangster.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
So let me go over everything one more time. She paying 1% of the mortgage and the homeowner's insurance. And what else it say? The homeowner's insurance, the mortgage, the maintenance, the repairs, and the utilities. And she ain't even living in the house.
Hit the game, not the player.
Boy, I tell you, boy, they got it right. They got it right. Let's continue.
News has reached out to Brian's lawyer for comment on the accusations, but has not yet heard back. The chiropractor who met and fell in love with Rachel on the 2017 season of The Bachelorette filed for divorce back in January after 4 years of marriage. According to court documents obtained by E! News, Brian cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split, later announcing the news on his Instagram stories January 2nd, writing, "After more than 4 years of marriage, Rachel and I have made the difficult decision to part ways and start anew. Sometimes loving yourself and your partner means you must let go."
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
The 40
Boy, is he taking a... Did he take a page out of the women playbook? Like, hey, my happiness is the most important. I'm going to break up my family because this marriage no longer serves me. Isn't that what women tell men? This marriage is no longer serving me. But also why it's no longer serving me, I still need you to serve me that money because I'm used to the lifestyle that I was having with you, but I just don't want you. You see how that shit sound when it's the other way around? And the same thing that she could have been paying all the bills with a brother, again, they choose to pay it outside of their race because, again, when it's with us, they're the table. We supposed to make certain that all their living needs are met by us.
You just wake up in the morning. That's all you have to do, and I'll take it from there.
But when they go over, they either have the power, they have status, or they have money. Boy, I guess we need to take some courses from these guys.
Man, I'm gonna show you how it's done.
because they got the game where it need to be, while we sitting up here getting this narrative about they the table. Man, go make that shit make sense.
The 4-year-old continued, I wanted you to hear it from the source before the blogs start making up their own reality. Please respect the spaces of our family and friends as we figure out our next steps. Earlier this month, during an appearance on the Hidden Gems with Natasha Parker podcast, Rachel explained her complicated feelings surrounding the divorce.
So it is a happy ending in the sense that I'm doing what's best for me. And yeah, divorce, there's a bit of a even if it's mutual, there's a bit of a selfish decision in it.
He wanted the divorce because he filed for the divorce. So, baby girl, don't try to make it seem like that it's mutual. He just feeling like, look, you have served your purpose. Y'all was on a highly watched TV show. All the little glitz and glam. He got his name out there. Now, it's time for him to get this money and get with the woman that he's really wanting to be with.
But I'm doing what's best for me, and that's a happy ending. And right now, as I'm going through it, no, it's not happy. It's messy, unnecessarily messy. But when I get through it, I'm going to have to rebuild. I'm going to have to restructure. But it's a happy ending.
Right.
Because it's what I want.
I said it was what she wants. Who wants a divorce and then have to pay $13,000 a month for the spousal support, and also pay all the mortgage, and also pay the utilities, the maintenance, the property insurance for a house that you're not living in?
Stop lying!
Yeah, I'm sure she wanted that. As you guys can see, my kings, that woman is the table. It appears, it's starting to appear, that propaganda is only fed to black men. You have these, again, these simps, these old, supposed to be OGs, telling you that you should be working yourself to the bone, working all these long hours, let your money be our money and her money be her money, and that if you ask a woman what she bring it to the table, you shouldn't be dating. If you don't make more than $50,000, you should be dating. They tell you can't take them to the Cheesecake Factory. You can't give them $30 for lunch. Tell them you can't, tell us you can't take them out for coffee because that's a broke date. Don't want to go 50-50 with you, but with the white counterpart, they'll pay for everything. Range Rovers, the house, the whole lifestyle, the whole shebang.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
They'll pay 100% with them, but don't want to pay 50-50 with you. No, sir. We're not doing that. If a woman gets offended, if you ask her about how she can enlighten your life, how can she bring value to your life outside of the box, let her be. Because all she's going to do is be a drain of your resources, a drain of your energy. And clearly we see, if she wants to call herself going over to a white man, she's going to have to bring either, again, money, power, or status. So I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. How y'all feel about the guy asking her for $13,000 a month, also having her to pay for all the bills and the maintenance and the insurance, the whole shebang, and he's still living in the house and won't leave? And are they showing black men actually the template of how we should be approaching relationships and marriages? This is a two-way street. I ain't even asked you to pay 100% of everything, but I'd be damn gonna sit up here if I'm gonna pay 100% of everything and you just sit on your ass all day and wait and want to collect money, or you still want to go out on girl trips while I'm sitting up here working myself to the bone, paying for everything.
Bitch, please.
Because if you go over to the other side, it's not happening. So I don't think that we should be accepting that either. So let's drop your comments down below. And as always, kings need thrones. Until next time, peace.